Hello, welcome to Daily Wellbeing with Gemma. Today I'd like us to think about how we could connect at a deeper level to some of the people in our lives. So since the lockdown happened, I think a lot of us are experiencing a sense that we're making more of an effort to be in touch with people. We're probably checking on others and catching up more often. But we're probably having conversations about how things are right now, what you're doing with yourself, how's your weekend, how are you coping? And that's really good, but it might be nice to try and say something a little bit more meaningful, a little bit more in depth, and also maybe even provide some sort of keepsake for that person to kind of uplift them. So what I have in mind is a couple of kind of questions of ideas of things that could be the basis of a letter or an email or a video message. And obviously with a letter, just bear in mind, do you need to send a letter to that person? Because postal workers are doing a fantastic job, but we might not want to overwhelm them by sending things that could be sent digitally instead. So it depends on the recipient. If it's somebody older who won't use electronic communication, then by all means do a letter. So a couple of things you could try out. First of all, you might want to write a letter of appreciation for something that they did for you. Perhaps, over the course of your life, there's a significant moment where they said something to you, taught you something, did a gesture, did a favour, something that really means a lot to you, and you could write a more detailed thank you to explain exactly what that thing was, what impact it had on you and why you appreciate it, and that might kind of uplift them. You could write or try and capture one of your favourite memories of being with this person. And try and be really detailed about, when did this particular event happen? What is it about it that makes it a treasured memory? How has it influenced your relationship with that person going forwards? And that can be a nice way to kind of be nostalgic, but again, show appreciation for having that person in your life. You could just take some time to say what qualities they have that you appreciate in them. We choose our friends and relationships based on people we admire for whatever reason. So you could kind of list what is it about their behaviours, their beliefs, the way they treat others, their skills and qualities that make you want to be around that person. And again, imagine with all of these examples that they're reading this email, reading this letter. It's going to probably give them a boost at a time when it can be a little bit hard to get motivated. You could talk about something that you learn from them, or a reason why they're a role model for you. And when I say learn from them, it might be that they actively taught you something, but it could also be that just having them in your life, you've noticed something about yourself or their way of being that inspires you to do something differently. So you could reflect on that. And finally, you could have a think about, without being negative, what is it you're missing about this person? And so what are you looking forward to after lockdown? And really having this distance can make you appreciate exactly what it is you get out of relationships, the type of fun you have, the type of activities you spend time doing. And so you could really write down how much you appreciate those things now that you're unable to do them, and what you're looking forward to once this is over. So there's some ideas for more detailed letters, maybe even an in-person digital conversation, where you're not just catching up on the day-to-day, how are you? You're having a more deep and meaningful discussion. If you're with young people during the lockdown, you might even want to turn this into a little bit of a project where you do a family scrapbook and you capture some of these ideas of messages, fond memories, things you've learned, things you admire about each other, to make a little kind of portfolio of who we are and why we care about each other. So you can expand it beyond sending letters and emails to each other. But hopefully it will brighten up that person's day, and also it will deepen your appreciation for that person. And you can do it for as many people around you as you like, colleagues, friends, family, even sort of low-level acquaintances, it might surprise them to see what impact you've had on their life. So I hope you enjoy that. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye.